Have you ever looked at your hands, at the intricate network of lines and wrinkles, and wondered what makes them you? Not just the memories held within, but the very building blocks that formed them, that form all of you. It's a question that has captivated thinkers for millennia. A question that, surprisingly, is answered by something incredibly small, something we can't even see with the most powerful microscope without advanced tools. It's a molecule, and it holds the story of your existence. \n\n, we call it DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. The name itself feels distant, scientific. But strip away the jargon, and you're left with something profoundly beautiful, a hidden language that dictates the symphony of life. Imagine a library, vast beyond comprehension, containing every instruction needed to build and maintain not just a human being, but every plant, every animal, every creature that has ever lived. That library isn't made of paper and ink. It's coiled within each and every cell of your body, a microscopic universe of information. \n, think about a master chef, meticulously crafting a complex dish. They don't just throw ingredients together haphazardly. They follow a recipe, a precise sequence of steps. DNA is that recipe. But, unlike a cookbook, this recipe doesn't just tell you how to make something. It tells you what to make, down to the smallest detail. It's not just the instructions for a cake. It's the instructions for the oven, the ingredients, even the hands that bake it. \n now, let's break down this recipe. What are the ingredients? They aren't flour or sugar. They're called amino acids. 20 different kinds, each one a unique shape, a tiny, intricate puzzle piece. Imagine them as Lego bricks, but instead of building castles, they're building everything. They link together, forming longer chains, and these chains fold and twist into incredibly complex structures we call proteins. \n proteins are the workhorses of life. They do everything. They transport oxygen in your blood. They fight off infections. They digest your food. They even build your bones and muscles. Millions of different kinds of proteins, each with a specific job, each dependent on being exactly the right shape to perform that job. Think of a lock and key. The protein is the key, and only a perfectly shaped key can unlock the cellular processes that keep you alive. \n, but how does the body know which amino acids to link together, and in what order to create these? Perfectly shaped proteins. This is where DNA truly shines. DNA holds the code, the instructions for building every single protein your body needs. It's a master plan, written in a language of 4 simple letters, A, T, C, and G. These letters represent different chemical building blocks, and the sequence of these letters is the key. \n, imagine these letters as notes in a musical score. A single note doesn't mean much on its own, but arranged in a specific order, they create a melody, a symphony. Similarly, a single A, T, C, or G doesn't mean much on its own, but arranged in a specific sequence, they tell the cell exactly which protein to build. And the length of this score, it's staggering. Each human cell contains roughly 6 feet of DNA, tightly coiled and packed into a space smaller than a pinhead. \n, let's visualize this. DNA isn't just a straight line. It's a double helix, a spiraling ladder. The rungs of the ladder are formed by pairs of these letters. A always pairs with T, and C always pairs with G. This pairing isn't accidental. It's fundamental to how DNA replicates, how it copies itself to pass on genetic information. It's a built-in error correction system, ensuring the blueprint remains intact. Think of it as a backup, a safety net against mistakes, \n/n, but DNA lives safely inside the nucleus, the control center of the cell. The protein-building machinery, the ribosomes, however, reside outside the nucleus in the cytoplasm. So how does the information get from the blueprint to the builders? That's where another molecule, RNA, comes into play. RNA is like a messenger, a temporary copy of a small section of the DNA code. It's shorter, simpler, and can travel freely between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. \n/n, imagine you need to bake a cake, but the recipe is locked in a vault. You can't take the original recipe out, but you can send someone to copy it down. RNA is that copyist, bringing a smaller, manageable version of the instructions to the kitchen. Once in the cytoplasm, the RNA molecule encounters a ribosome. Ribosomes are incredible machines, capable of reading the RNA code 3 letters at a time. Each 3-letter sequence, called a codon, corresponds to a specific amino acid. \n/n, for example, might tell the ribosome to add glutamine. AGU might tell it to add serine. It's a precise, step-by-step process. As the ribosome reads the RNA, it gathers the corresponding amino acids and links them together, forming a growing chain. This chain doesn't stay straight. It begins to fold and twist, guided by the properties of the amino acids themselves, until it takes on a unique, three-dimensional shape. And that shape, that's what determines its function. \n/n, it's a delicate dance, a perfectly choreographed sequence of events. A single mistake, a single wrong amino acid, can disrupt the protein's shape and render it useless or even harmful. This is why genetic diseases often arise from mutations, changes in the DNA code. A single letter changed, a single note off-key, can have profound consequences. \n/n, but it's not just about avoiding errors. It's about variation. The slight differences in our DNA, the subtle variations in the sequence of A's, T's, C, S, and G's, are what make each of us unique. They determine our eye color, our height, our predisposition to certain diseases. They are the source of the incredible diversity of life on Earth. \n/n, consider the humble sunflower. Millions of seeds, each containing a unique combination of genetic information. Each seed has the potential to grow into a towering plant, but the specific characteristics of that plant, its height, the size of its head, its resistance to drought, will be determined by its DNA. It's a testament to the power of this microscopic molecule to create such incredible variation, such breathtaking beauty. \n/n, think about your own family. You share DNA with your parents, your siblings, your grandparents. That's why you share certain traits with them. But you're not an exact copy. You've inherited a unique combination of genes, a remix of your family's genetic history. And that remix, that's what makes you you. \n/n, so, to revisit our initial question, what is DNA? It's more than just a molecule. It's a story. The story of your ancestors, the story of your species, the story of life itself. It's a blueprint, a recipe, a library, a musical score, all rolled into one. And how does it work? DNA creates RNA. RNA creates protein. Proteins build life. It's a cascade of events, a beautiful, elegant system that has been refined over billions of years of evolution. \n\n. But here's the truly remarkable part. This entire process, as complex and sophisticated as it seems, is based entirely on chemistry, on the interactions between atoms and molecules. It's not magic. It's science. And because it's science, it can be studied, it can be understood, it can be manipulated. We are unraveling the mysteries of DNA, learning to read and write its code, and unlocking the potential to treat diseases, improve crops, and even understand the origins of life itself. \n\n. Look again at your hands. Remember the question, what makes them you? Now you know. It's not just the skin and bones, the muscles and nerves. It's the intricate dance of molecules, the precise sequence of letters, the microscopic blueprint that has guided your development from a single cell to the complex, conscious being you are today. It's a legacy passed down through generations, a testament to the power and beauty of life. And as we continue to explore the world around us and the world within us, remember this. You are, in essence, a walking, talking, breathing embodiment of DNA. A living testament to the most fundamental molecule in the universe. A universe contained within each and every cell. Stay curious. Keep questioning. And never underestimate the power of the invisible world that shapes our reality. Because within that world lies the story of us all. The story written in the language of life itself.